Alright guys, so third period of play, Washington Pittsburgh, 1-1 after 2 periods. So with this, I want to know, what do you guys want to see? What do you guys want to see being played? What do you want, what teams, everything, anything. What do you guys think of the style of play? What do you, like, how would you say I am as a player? I think that I do have a unique playing style. I know various people who, when they play, they do not take control of their defensemen at all. They tend to let the computer play as them. Let the computer play with the defensemen. They just stay with the forwards. Now, I personally, I just go wherever the puck is. My type of style, there we go, is kind of go get the big hit, get the puck, and go and score. If that turns into a chance where the other team comes to score, oh well. Right now I'm playing a Leafs season, as the Leafs, yeah, and I'm currently 23-3-2, I think. Now, playing on the pro difficulty, I'm not going to say it's easy, but I'm not going to say it's really hard. It's not, third one-timer in a row. 3 quick goals, 5 minutes into the period. Now I forget what I was saying. Yeah. I don't remember. Let's go on to something else. So who do you think's going to win this game? Pittsburgh's up by 3 with 13 minutes to go. Now, what are your thoughts on Ovechkin this year? What do you think of his start to this season? What do you think about Crosby and his concussion? He's slated to return, I think it is November the 11th. That's 10 days from now. I would like to see him come back. I know when the Leafs played Pittsburgh the other night on Saturday, the game, it wasn't as entertaining as it could have been when there was no Crosby with Malkin, etc. So, on the subject of concussions, I'm really glad that Shanahan is cracking down on the hits to the head this year. Yeah, there's been a couple questionable hits or questionable suspensions, I should say, that have been pretty, I don't know if they really deserve them, but I don't know how these players are going to learn. I know there was a game last night or the night before where it was a young guy and he was coming up, open ice hit. The player put his head down and he had to quickly adjust to get out of the way without hitting him in the head. And I don't know if all these players are going to adjust to these new rules and Shanahan's expectations and how he's going to deal with these guys. I know there's lots of repeat offenders out there, and I know when Clark MacArthur, when he was suspended for the 2 games, 2 regular season games anyways, he wasn't a repeat offender, and it just kind of came as, well, we're keeping our words to suspending people for these hits, so we're just going to get rid of them. Although it seems like he's kind of on his high horse, and by he I mean Shanahan, that is. Yeah, it's his first year as the player safety person, but I don't know. I don't know if these guys are ever going to be able to just adjust to his style of hockey and his style of what can and cannot be done. If a player is going to go up to the boards face first, then yeah, you shouldn't be running him from behind or going for the head or anything. But if a player's going up to the boards for the puck and he turns at the last second, I don't understand how that's going to be justifiable for a suspension if that guy goes and breaks his neck or anything. If the guy, you should learn, you've been in the league long enough, you should learn to not go up to the boards and turn at the last second to get hit from behind. I just don't understand why some people do that. So, enough with concussions and all that fancy jargon, whatever that, I don't know. Now, I'm a Leafs fan. I know they've gotten off to a good start this year, 7-3-1. Now, personally, I think this year is a lot different than last year. Last year, yeah, they went downhill. They went on an 8-9 game losing streak, and that kind of put a nail into their coffin already for the season. Just they could not get past that start. Well, that little bump in the road, I should say. So they're 7-3-1 right now. They lost to Ottawa Sunday night. Gustafsson, he's still not I still don't think he is a number one starter. I'll just say that. The game-winning goal from an AHLer who ended up being sent down yesterday. He just, yeah. He's just not a bona fide number one starter. I don't know if he deserves his time in the NHL right now. He could use a lot of development in the AHL for the big leagues, but it's not, yeah. So, with that being said, who do you guys like? What are your teams? Who do you like? Who do you cheer for? How are they doing? How's their start? Who do you guys think's gonna be contending this year for the Stanley Cup? What are your predictions of your favorite team anyway, on how they're doing? I know Columbus this year, they're out to a 2-9-1 start, which is completely surprising considering the players that they do have. And they went out and spent all this money on players this year to get good, and the trades and everything. So I'm honestly just surprised that their start 2-9-1 isn't very acceptable. Now, these guys are big league players, and frig, if I was getting paid $2 million, even $500,000 a year to go and play hockey, I'd be I think a lot of people would be happy with that. Go out there, play a game you love, get paid for it, right? So, we got 40 seconds left here. It's obvious Pittsburgh's going to win. And look at that nice breaking of the glass. Love that addition. Although it looked pretty weird there because he hit him into the boards and the glass apparently broke. But that's another one of my favorite parts to this game. They add in all these little features. I'd say the only one big thing that does bug me is the graphics. But, oh well, it's a game. Who cares, right? So, were you happy Pittsburgh won this game? Were you happy that Crosby and the Pittsburgh Penguins won? Have you guys played the Winter Classic yet yourself, or are you getting the game for Christmas this year? Just give me your thoughts on the game here, and I'll let you guys play out the rest of the game. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy.
To Schultz, to Ovechkin. Off the wing, back into the middle to Backstrom. He'll carry it now to Jordan Staal. Backstrom's efforts to get back to the bench got him a new stick, so they're back at full strength. To Schultz. Good pass right there to Ovechkin. And that's it. Washington's offensive unit just disappeared in this game.
Gary, they were outgunned, they were outworked, and they were seriously outshot and outscored.
That's it. Thanks, everybody. We'll look for your next game. I'm Gary Thorne on behalf of Bill.